Hello Mallards, it is Saturday and Fringe previews have started, which means I am at Fringe doing what I have loved doing at Fringe previously, which is standing in front of a beautiful piece of visual Fringe art and talking about the shows I've seen. So this piece of art is called Elvira After Party by Louis Ammirato. I'm gonna guess. I can't promise that. He has an Instagram, I will link it down there, but I thought that it was an appropriate piece to choose to talk about Corsets and Cuties Iconic, which is the first preview I saw today. They are BYOV at the Stardust Lounge, which I had never been in before, and the point of their show is that everybody is doing routines about an iconic woman. So a historical figure or a fictional figure that is very iconic, and I figured Elvira is also pretty iconic, so made a good backdrop to talk about this. The show has several individual pieces and they range like burlesque usually do, from like super sexy, super dancey, and also comedic. I laughed several times. I was very impressed by the dancing. I don't know if their lineup changes night to night, so you may not see the same performers I did, but if you do, Tush's burlesque number was beautiful. Like, it's got some of the classic sexy burlesque you expect, but it also is an absolutely stunning and emotional dance piece that I was taken aback by. I did not expect to feel such things, and it was really, really nice. And then there's a Ruth Bader Ginsburg piece that is really bumping. And, you know, if anybody was gonna do burlesque, Ruth Bader Ginsburg would be it. Back from the second preview of the day, which was down the rabbit hole, so I appropriately am in front of this rabbit. This is a ceramic piece called Hop by Vadim. It's cute. Its cuteness is kind of deceiving as far as it being chosen for the backdrop for this show. Cute is not the word that I would use. It is about rabbits in a gay bar, and it is definitely 18 plus. It is inappropriate. It has some pretty impressive choreography parts, and every possible bunny suit thing you can imagine probably graces that stage at least once. If you are a gay man who likes gay men in rabbit suits, it is definitely the show for you. It is shorter than it claims. The listing I had said 75 minutes and the show was only 60, and I don't know if that will change, but it's worth mentioning. All right, preview number 3 was Preacher's Kid, and the art I have chosen is Carr photography. So this one is Tree on Grass, this one's Life on the Island, and this one is Beneath the Pines. I've chosen those because one of the things she mentions in her show is that she saw God in the trees. So I thought being amongst the trees was an appropriate backdrop for this particular show. So Preacher's Kid is a one-woman show. The company is called Sarah Keat. I'm going to assume the performer's name is Sarah, but don't quote me on that. And it is a story of her life told through her experience with Christianity, growing up as a preacher's kid to a 5th generation Lutheran minister. And it's really heartfelt. It's very funny. I would recommend it to anyone if you like one-woman shows. She is very snappy and dynamic, and it's got a good mixture of story and music. She sings hymns and like contemporary Christian songs, and she has a beautiful voice. So all of it sounds wonderful. And I laughed a lot, and having been raised in a Christian household myself, really related to a lot of the things that she said. And it is an interesting life story and will absolutely have you leave feeling uplifted. So I would highly recommend that one. All right, 4th preview of the day, I went to see Who the Dickens, and the piece I've chosen is Christmas in Orlando by Elaine, and it's very reflective, so I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. So if we take you up, you can see these beautiful Christmas lights. So you may remember the people who did Who the Dickens from What the Dickens, which they did at Fringe I'm not sure. But this is Cindy Lou Who, all grown up, shows up at Ebenezer's place, and they have a very who's on first style conversation. It is a lot of quick, witty jokes that go back and forth, and a lot of like pop culture reference sort of stuff. So it is a fast and funny show that if you like A Christmas Carol, I think it's fun. But if you like Doctor Who, in a surprising twist of events, you will really like this show, and you should definitely attend it. And the final preview for day one was the Untold Story of Hansel and Gretel. The piece of art I have chosen is Mistress Elder by Lisa Sullivan Dunlop. She's known for this sort of strange mixed media that often have creepy baby dolls heads in them, but it definitely fit with the production I just saw. So the Untold Story of Hansel and Gretel is a site-specific show, like shout out to us site-specific peeps, and it is a musical, parody musical, well, parody slash jukebox. It's a mixture of songs that already exist, sung the way they exist, and also songs with lyrics rewritten. Tells the story of Hansel and Gretel pretty faithfully, but definitely more vulgar. So this is not for kids, but it is a fun little romp through outside. You do move during the show, so keep that in mind. You're going to move from, like, there are 3 locations that the show's at, and you're going to sort of follow Hansel and Gretel around. They do banter with you as the audience when you're moving, so that's kind of fun. And the music was well done. I could hear them the whole time. They create nice, intimate spaces, and I had a wonderful time at that show. And that's it. The end of the first day of previews. If any of those shows sounded exciting for you, links down there to all of their tickets, links down there to all of the artists I talked about, and I will see you tomorrow.